these are all our emotions, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am.
So
Definitely,
the emotions
definitely.
are of all sorts. Like maybe happiness is also a kind of emotion. Sometimes when you are
Yes,
in
yes.
tension, in anger, in fear, in anxiety, yeah, all these are emotions. So,
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Ma'am.
so if we talk about emotional intelligence today, are you open to it,
Okay.
Sonia?
Here, actually, then I would like to give some example. It would be very easy if I give some examples also. So, as a being a mother, then I should understand tantrums, toddler tantrums. So sometimes actually I take my daughter to my neighbor's home or some mall. So sometimes actually she throws tantrums. Sometimes actually she may ask very expensive things, and in the pity thing actually she doesn't understand the money value first of all.
You being a professor, I being a teacher, we deal with different minds. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And they
ma'am.
have different sentiments, different types of emotions. Maybe sometimes you scold in the class, okay? And some will take it lightly because Ma'am Sonia loves us and she has scolded. It's okay, fine. But some can take it to their heart. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
what strategy actually do you use to avoid emotional outburst? How do you handle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we should think twice before speaking,
Yes, yes,
reacting.
ma'am.
Yeah. Sometimes people
Yes,
say some negative validation, some criticism. They criticize for your work, for your appearance, for your dressing sense, for
yes,
your
yes, yes.
smile, for a presence of mind, for anything.
What strategies, ma'am, do you use to avoid emotional outburst?
Sonia, tell me, how has your day been so far? How are you? I'm so happy and really glad to see you once again to
Okay,
my channel.
okay, ma'am.
Tell me
First of
how.
all, ma'am, thank you so much. I express my gratitude to giving me the second chance to have a conversation. And formally, I apologize. I was not being able to communicate for the past 3 months because actually I was encountered lot of health issues. By God's grace, I am recovering now. And also, I had lot of some official responsibilities also, which made me very difficult to communicate with you. So sorry for the inconvenience, but
No, no,
we had a
it's all
discussion.
fine. It's part and parcel of life. It happens with you,
Okay.
it happens with me. So everything has its own time. So today was the time,
Okay.
and today also, you see, for past 15 to 20 minutes, we have been struggling, isn't it?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
everything has its fixed time. It wasn't that time when you tried first time. Maybe that was not the time to connect. Okay. So it's all fine. Hmm.
So I'm very excited to have a conversation with you today. Little bit nervous. I'm very nervous.
No problem. Don't be nervous. So, as you said, that we had a plan in our mind to connect for a long time. Sometimes from your
Yes,
end, sometimes from my side. It happened that we were not able to. And I told you that every time, everything has its own time. Okay, so today is
yes,
the
yes,
time we
yes.
are going to talk lots of things. Let's see how much we can manage because it's evening and you also have multiple tasks to accomplish, and I also have to just see the dinner part. But still, we'll
Okay.
certainly talk something. We wasted nearly 15 to 20 minutes because of technical
Yes, yes,
glitch. So technical
yes,
glitch
ma'am.
is
Yes, ma'am.
something for you, you somehow managed. For me, I could have surrendered. No, I can't join today, but you managed. So within those 10 to 15 minutes, Sonia, we faced lots of stress, anxiety,
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere
Okay.
sorrow, like for we have been planning and today also we are unable to because your sound was not at all reaching. You were connecting every
Okay.
time and I was not able to. So
Okay.
just like you got nervous, I also got cold feet that I can't help you at any way
Okay.
because I'm not that very intelligent about technical things. So what if
Even I am also not aware technical things, ma'am.
yes, yes.
In my computer, speaker actually has some issues, but I'm using some external device only. So maybe I don't know what is the issue.
Sometimes it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay,
happens.
ma'am.
Okay. So
Okay.
as we were talking about that, you also were in tension. I was also worried that somehow we planned today and we could not manage. So let's see what is going to happen. these are all our emotions, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely, ma'am.
So the
Definitely,
emotions
definitely.
are of all sorts. Like maybe happiness is also a kind of emotion. Sometimes when you are
Yes,
in
yes.
tension, in anger, in fear, in anxiety, yeah, all these are emotions. So,
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Ma'am.
so if we talk about emotional intelligence today, are you open to it,
Okay.
Sonia?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, emotional intelligence means we should able to recognize and understand our own emotions at the same time. So we can understand other emotions also. So it's not just being kind; it's about being aware and thoughtful.
True.
So emotional intelligence, in the sense, it has five components. So we should aware self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social skills. So these are the components are very essential for emotional regulation. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll be discussing about one by one. So can I start now?
Ah, yes, yes, yes. I'm
Okay.
all ears.
Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, ma'am. First, actually, self-awareness means actually we should be aware ourselves and what to speak and how to behave in front
Mm-hmm.
of others. We should be
Mm-hmm.
aware of our surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
So here actually, then I would like to give some examples, ma'am. It would be very easy. It would be very easy if I give some examples also. So,
Mm-hmm.
as a being a mother, then I should understand tantrums, toddler tantrums. So sometimes actually I take my daughter to my neighbor's home or some mall. So sometimes actually she throws tantrums.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes actually she may ask very expensive things, and in the pity thing actually she doesn't understand the money value first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So at such times actually then I calmly tell her, and this is not a need now, and actually then mama will buy you later. So
True.
if you get more marks in in your subjects, math subjects or science subjects, so then I have to tell in a very polite
Polite
manner,
manner.
polite
Right.
and respectful way. So instead of speaking politely, if I shout or if I raise my voice, she may also feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. I may also feel sometimes embarrassed. So what I have to say, we should be aware of first ourselves, what to speak and how to behave, especially in front of others. So we
Mm-hmm.
should be aware of ourselves and our surroundings. So this is self-awareness.
Right, right, right. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's very, very true that children of uh, this era, especially, they show tantrums for each little things. So it is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
kind of strategy, it's a kind of methodology which we need to use differently every time with our children. Okay. And it's not
Yes, ma'am.
only
Yes,
with
ma'am.
our children, we have one or two, but you being a professor, I being a teacher, we deal with different minds. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And they
ma'am.
have different sentiments, different types of emotions. Maybe sometimes you scold in the class, okay? And some will take it lightly because Ma'am Sonia loves us and she has scolded. It's okay, fine. But some can take it to their heart. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
what strategy actually do you use to avoid emotional outburst? How do you handle?
Yes, yes. Sometimes, actually, first of all, I have to understand the student's mind, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the triggering factors and what are the issues actually they have? First of all, I should understand
Mm-hmm.
triggering factors, some provoking factors. I should understand. According to that, I can provide some mentorship. So instead of actually shouting or emotional outburst, I actually then I make them to aware unknown things so they can
Mm-hmm.
easily understand.
Yes, yes, right. This is
I can
the
provide mentorship. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very respectful manner at the same time in a friendly manner.
this is in the school, okay? This happens even in the family. Yeah, in the
Yes, ma'am.
family
Yes, ma'am.
also sometimes like sometimes we speak something very harsh. Then
Yes,
also
yes.
maybe my husband or your husband they do not feel very sad or bad about it. But sometimes for a small thing also, they get angry or they become very upset that why did you say this? You should have controlled your emotions that time. Yeah. So we need to really understand that when to say and how to say in front of somebody. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
sometimes we also are human being, and it's
Yes,
but
yes.
natural that it happens. We want to control, but it happens. So how do you control your emotions, particularly in family, not in professional place? I'm not talking about in your college. I'm talking about in your family. Like you said that your daughter, you make her understand. How do you make your husband understand if by the way somewhere some dispute, some anger, some sorrow, something happens then?
So yeah, previously actually, and then I have mentioned right.
Hmm.
So instead of shouting or instead of raise my voice, actually, then I will say very polite manner. I make them to understand as much possible in a positive way.
Right, right. It is very, very important, not only
Mm,
for the other person,
mm.
for you as well.
Okay.
Because when we
Yes, ma'am.
get
Yes, ma'am.
angry, when say we say something harsh, it's not that it affected the other person. It affects us
Mm,
as well. We also feel bad about that. What was there in my mind? Why did I speak like this? I should have not spoken
okay.
at that time. So how to control? We need to be calm before speaking. Okay, we should think twice before speaking,
Yes, yes,
reacting.
ma'am.
Yeah, sometimes
Yes,
people say some negative validation, some criticism. They criticize for your work, for your appearance, for your dressing sense, for
yes,
your
yes, yes.
smile, for a presence of mind, for anything. How do you feel? And
Yeah,
then
okay.
again, how do you react? Means how do you take criticism?
Yes, yes. The second component, you itself telling self-regulation. So managing our emotions and our behaviors in appropriate manner.
Yes.
Okay, in a actually then I would say some example in my wherever we are in home or office context. Most probably our higher officials actually they will correct our mistakes and they will criticize sometimes. So instead of arguing or justifying ourselves, first of all, we should be very calm and composed.
Mhm.
And we make them to understand in our perspective. And we make them to we understand in a respectful and polite manner.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Then, alternatively, we can first accept our mistakes. What are the things actually we had done it wrong? What actually went wrong? If really, actually, if we did any mistakes, also we have to correct
Right.
and think about we should avoid doing in the future. So, this process of self-reflection and correction is an important part of self-regulation.
Yes, very true. And it's nothing
Mm,
abnormal or unnatural, because when we work, whether at home or at our workplace, mistakes
okay.
are to happen. Yeah,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can't
Yes, ma'am.
avoid them. It is going to happen, and you will be corrected by your boss or by your elders at home. Yeah, when we got married, when we were children, so many times we were corrected at homes also, and in our professional place also, wherever we are working. Like I being a teacher, so I was corrected many times by my principal. Yeah, so somebody who is working in IT sector, maybe their boss, their head, they will certainly tell them that this is what is going wrong. So it's all natural. So first thing, we should take it positively. This is what I feel.
Positively.
Yeah, we should
Okay.
not take it to our heart, or "Ye, mere se galti ho gayi." This happens with everyone, and it can happen with anybody. So now how to rectify that peacefully,
Yes, ma'am.
calmly?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
should just think about the correction, so that, as you said, it does not happen in future. So this is what we should
Yes, ma'am.
take care, and this is only in our control, because mistakes or errors, what takes place, there is no control. It happened, now it happened. Okay, now how will you
Okay.
take it? This is
Okay.
where your intelligence lies, and how
Yes, ma'am.
in a better way you can control your emotions at that very
Yes,
time. So
yes,
that is
yes,
very,
yes,
very,
yes.
very important.
Our
Okay.
mental peace actually is very important. So if we shout or if we raise a voice 1 minute or 2 minutes, later part actually we will regret. So
True,
that
true,
it will
true.
affect our mental peace. The
Yes, yes,
next
Sonia.
component is
Hmm.
motivation, ma'am. The next component. Can I continue or do you want to add some
No, no,
more
no, no.
points, ma'am?
Please, please continue. I was just thinking of one more question, so that I'll ask
Okay,
you.
ma'am.
Please continue first.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am, you can ask. Please, you can ask. And then after that, we'll move on to the next component.
So I was just asking you that would you like to share any blissful memories or maybe any bitter experiences in your professional life?
Um, Blissful memories actually. Then I have lot of blissful memories.
Hmm.
Bitter experience when I was in when I was a student. So I had few bitter experience. Nowadays, actually, then I'm not arguing. I'm not justifying myself because actually then I analyze myself. I sit and analyze myself. What are the things actually we have to do? What are the things actually we had stagnant? Still we
Hmm.
have to improve. So these are the aspects actually then actually I'm thinking. But sometimes actually if deliberately or intentionally, so if they criticize, even that time also I just ignore. I just ignore or I just leave the place because
Hmm.
my peace of mind, my mental peace is important for me.
More than important than anything else. True, true.
So before that, actually, I was very impulsive. Yeah, suddenly, actually, then I was emotionally outburst. So nowadays, actually, then I'm very calm and composed.
Good. This is how everyone should deal actually. Like if it was a something great, something happy moment, something cherishable, then we enjoy. But with that also we learn something. But I
Yes,
feel that bitter experiences teach us more than blissful moments. Yeah, we learn
yes,
many
yes,
things. And we want that those bitter experiences we should not feel again or face again in future. So to avoid that, we try to upgrade ourselves. We want to make
okay,
ourselves better. We want to make ourselves emotionally strong because we can't avoid these things. These will happen. Like I retired. That was the time I was badly choked. I was in tears. But again, you need to make yourself understand. My dear, you worked for so many years. Everybody retires. So you also retired. Nothing special happened with you. Try to balance. Look for the next. What is to be to be done next? Okay. So how can we actually deal with these kind of stress? This is a kind of a stress. Like 32 years I worked. Now I'm retired. If your son, your daughter, from your country goes to the other country, I'm taking examples from my own life. Okay. So my
yes,
children,
yes,
once it was declared that my son is going to England because his office is sending him for his better growth and he is getting promotion. One side, I was very happy to know about his growth, his professional career. The other side, I was very upset that he will go so far from me and I don't know that
yes,
when will he come back. So it's a kind of mixed feeling. Okay. Then at that situation, how I handle, I want to tell everyone. Like the first thing already I shared that analyze these things in your mind that is it only happening with me? Or there are many those who are facing this. So there are many. There are many. Okay. And if you want your child to work, it means he will be transferred, he will be promoted, whether he will go from one state to the other state in India, or he will go from one country to the other country. So digest means take it easy. It's his destiny and it's my destiny that I have to take it in a positive manner. But still, I used to cry. Then how to balance that time? How to balance? Yeah, take a deep breath. Try to make yourself understand that, am I living with my parents? Are you living with your parents? No. So why shall I expect my children to stay with me? And then you
Okay,
will
ma'am.
understand the scene. This is how intelligently we can manage things. And I feel that this is what emotional intelligence is all about. So how do you actually cope up with these kind of situations?
I do a lot of actually diversional activities, ma'am. Next, actually, component is actually yeah, motivation, ma'am. So motivation means actually we have intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. So intrinsic motivation means motivating myself. If Manju ma'am is motivating me, that is extrinsic motivation. Motivation comes from outside.
Hmm.
So in everyone life, actually they have a desire or life goal. So in
Hmm.
order to achieve that, actually we have to motivate ourselves, and we should work hard and be consistent, and
Hmm.
we should actually spend time for that particular goal, actually to achieve our desire. So we
Hmm.
should spend some time every day, half an
Hmm.
hour or 1 hour,
Hmm. Hmm.
so in order to achieve our desire. So, for example, I have a desire to achieve my English fluency end of the year 2026. So,
Hmm.
my aim is reach to advanced level in spoken English. So, this is my
Hmm.
short term goal. So,
Hmm.
it's not enough just to say I want to improve. I want to improve. So, I have to execute. I need to implement a plan. So, that includes motivating myself daily. I should hard work, and I should be consistent and avoiding procrastination. So I should spend some time to improve my skills. So only with regular effort and self motivation, I can achieve my goal. So this is motivation part.
Right.
And next one is empathy and social skill. Means empathy means actually we should understand other situations, feelings, and others' perspective. And in different contexts, whether we are in home or we are in workplace or in society, we need to be both empathetic and at the time sympathetic. So empathy is a key life skill. So unfortunately, and then I would say nowadays many people actually lack empathy. So this often leads to so many conflicts, misunderstanding. So it affects both interpersonal and intrapersonal issues.
Issues. Yeah.
And the root cause of many issues, the root cause is lack of empathy and social skills.
True.
And when it comes to social skills, whether again I'm saying as we have discussed earlier, whether we are in home or workplace, so we need to behave appropriately, and this includes speaking actually respectful manner, and showing proper gestures, maintaining appropriate eye contact, and using appropriate gestures. So these are the skills are very essential for our day to day life actually. If we use these are the components, actually others actually will respect us, and they understand us in a better way.
True. True.
And the way we communicate, the way actually we behave, manage our relationship, impact our interpersonal and intrapersonal interactions. It also reflects our self esteem, our self confidence also.
True.
So
True.
finally, then I conclude self awareness, self regulation, empathy, social skills. So these are the essential components we should be definitely incorporated in our daily life. So now actually, ma'am, I'm working in the psychiatric field. Most of the psychiatric patients actually they are not able to cope up with their daily life skills because of their deficit in these components. See,
True.
I'm not saying psychiatric population. I'm saying the general population also.
True. True.
However, these challenges are not limited to psychiatric patients, even in the general population.
Yes.
So
Yes.
people need to develop and manage these emotional intelligent components in our day-to-day life to enhance their healthy and balanced life.
Yes. Why these problems are taking place? Why these days psychiatric patients are more than before earlier? Okay, because of stress level. We don't know
Yes,
that how can we handle every situation. Situations will arise in your life. every time it is not like that always you will be happy, always you will have some positive things in your life. There will be times when you will have some negative things in your life, some adverse situation in your life. Yeah, so that also we need to understand, we need to uh, tolerate them with happiness. It's not like being sad, lying down at home, my life is like this, God has been like that, he hasn't given me the talent to speak like him, to speak like her, to stand like we can crib for many things, but being satisfied, being content, that is also a great what to say, intellect. Yeah, that is also a kind of virtue, and we should all possess it. And because of that we can handle every situation well. So somewhere I know that emotional intelligence can make someone's life be very better and better than what it is at the time. How to learn these things, this is the key point, how to incorporate these things. Saying this, be content, is very simple, very easy. It seems that, yeah, what is difficult in this? Yes, I'm content, I have everything. But no, every time I have a kind of competition with my neighbor. Arey, he changed his car, I also want to change my car. Why? Why? It's not needed. Why to have J feeling? Why to have jealousy? Not required. Why? Competition in a positive way, it's important. If you want to grow, if you seek growth in your life and you have competition with that, I'm a teacher, I want to become a professor. So I start imitating a professor. You are a compounder, you want to become a doctor. Okay, so that is okay. For that, you will seek, you will get education, and then you will go in that field. But just sitting and cribbing and crying, that is just going to bring sadness in your life, and life will become hell like that. So very well explained, Sonia, today. This topic was taken up very well, and you explained, and your insights are going to help all the viewers, those who are going to watch this video. I didn't ask you that, do you have any questions for me? You want to ask something to me? Because
Actually, I have a questions, ma'am. I have a questions for you. Yeah, can I ask?
just one question you can ask, there is no time. Yes.
Okay, okay, ma'am. So what strategies, ma'am, do you use to avoid emotional outburst?
Sound good, I can say that it is very simple for me. I'm able to do it. But no, it is very difficult to control your emotional outburst at times. At times. Sometimes, according to your job, you know that this is my work and I have to face these many things. If I'm not ready with my homework, any homework, then I have to face today something. Some bitter words will come from the other side and I have to digest. But in spite of that, if you feel that no, I have to show that I am ready, I have done everything, although you have not done your homework, so somewhere you will certainly be trapped. Your boss will catch that, yes, you haven't done that homework. So certain questions, certainly he or she will ask, and you will not be able to answer because you did not do the homework which was given. That is one thing. Second thing, in our daily life, every day we face like simple thing, maid doesn't come, cook doesn't come, you are waiting here with your laptop ready for class, and you are worried that second session is going to start and your student doesn't join. So certainly there is a kind of emotion that it's natural that we go angry, we start feeling sad, bad, and whatnot. Okay, then how do I control? So my simple way is I always make myself understand that I be firm. First thing, I be firm. I make up my mind that this so and so is not going to join at this time. I message him, today's class is cancelled. This is one way. This is one way. Second way, if you want to shift this class in the evening after 8, fine, I'll take your class. Simple, gone. Now, no overthinking over this one point. Maid did not come. Then I make myself understand. She's also a lady. She also has her family. Maybe some emergency situation. She might have not come. It's fine. So that can also be a kind of making yourself understand. Cook did not come. Okay. They do not get holiday on Sunday or Saturday or 15th August or 26th January. So if she did not come for a day or two, it's fine. So you have to make yourself understand that these situations are not only with you. The others, those who are connected with you, they also have their own responsibilities. I will do it. So I just take it lightly and I make myself understand that I was doing in my past. Let me do today also for a day or two. Simple. Certainly, it is difficult to digest, but I make myself understand. And this came after a long time. This wasn't in the beginning. I was also short tempered. I was getting angry for little things. But now I have understood that getting angry is not the solution. Feeling unhappy is not the solution. Making yourself understand and adjusting with the situation is the remedy and is the key point. And we all should try to do that. And this is how I do, Sonia.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. So previously, actually, I did 2 months back. Actually, we had a conversation. Now, actually, the second conversation. Do you have any difference, ma'am? My
Oh,
speaking
yes.
part.
Yes, of course, Sonia. You are speaking so well. You are able to
Mm,
express yourself. You are using better words now. Your sentence structure is now, you are using advanced sentence structure as well. You talked about, this is a great topic, heavy topic. Talking about emotional intelligence is something I was not thinking that you will describe it so well, but you have described so well. So it was a
okay.
wonderful session with you, and
Okay,
we'll
ma'am.
certainly
Thank
connect.
you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me the session again, ma'am. So we'll have a session. We'll have a nice conversation with some other topic. Please give me one more session
Sure, sure,
also.
sure. Anytime, anytime.